everyone, welcome back to Cooking with a Kid. Thanks for coming back to the channel. If you would help us out, take a moment right down at the bottom of the screen. You'll see hit the notification button, hit the subscription button, and also hit the thumbs up. We would appreciate it. It really does help us out. So today I'm going to be making two vlogs because this meal goes together. I'm going to be making mini sliders on Hawaiian bread. It's really good. They're great little burgers. Haven't done sliders on here yet, and I'm doing them on the inside on the George Foreman. So I'm going to be making some little small sliders, very simple, but I want to tell you they're good, and we appreciate you guys watching and coming along for the ride. So right now I'm cooking with a kid, sliders on the George Foreman on Hawaiian bread. Check it out. Okay, of course sliders are very simple to do, but they're very good. We're going to use King's Hawaiian savory butter rolls. We're going to cut those open and put them in, and those will be our little slider buns. I've got some ground chuck. I've got some Killer Hogs steak rub. Now you could use whatever seasoning you want to use. This is a new seasoning that I picked up, and I'm going to use that. We've got some small onions that we're going to saute. We've got some of the burger seasoning. I may or may not try this, but that's basically it. So all the things that we need, including the George Foreman. So we're going to get the hamburger meat in the bowl. Like I said, ground chuck, about £1.25 pounds. We're going to get it in the bowl. We're going to mix the rub into the hamburgers. And then basically we're going to roll out meatballs and flatten them out and then put them on the George Foreman. So stick around. We'll get the meat in the bowl. Okay, I've washed my hands. I'm going to put the steak rub right into the bowl with the meat. Like I said, your preference. This has salt, pepper, garlic, other steak seasoning ground up in there, so we'll put some of that. It's all going to mix together. And a little bit of minced onion. A little bit of dried minced onion. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix this up with my hands, and I'm going to take and make little meatballs, and we're going to put them on the George Foreman. Okay, I've mixed in all of our seasonings. I'm going to take out probably about something about like that. I'm going to make up a plate of meatballs about like that, and then we'll put them on the George Foreman. Okay, I've rolled them into 10 meatballs. I only bought 8 rolls, but we're going to make a couple extra to get rid of the hamburger meat. And I've also ran a yellow onion through the mandolin slicer, and we'll put them on the grill too, make some sauteed onions. So I've got them all seasoned on the inside. I'm going to season a little bit more on the outside, and I'm going to put them on the George Foreman as soon as I get it warmed up. The George Foreman that we're using has the adjustable temperature, so we can control the temperature. Some of these do not, so they cook a lot faster, cook a lot higher temperature, so you could burn them. So we can control the temperature with this slide. We can put it about where we want it, probably about halfway, and we'll line them up across there and then close the lid and smush them flat, and they'll cook that way. Okay, we've got them on there. We've got 8 of them. I'm going to try to close the lid. And it'll flatten them out to little sliders. So I'll put the other 2 on here now. Squish them a little bit more, and we'll let them cook. And all the grease is going to drip away. There's a pan down here in the bottom to catch the grease. There we go. Now they're going to shrink up as they cook. And like I said, I'm going to put some onion around them, and we'll saute the onions at the same time. As you can see, the fat's dripping away. Some people cook a hamburger right in the fat, but this way it removes the grease. Now some people ask me what temperature you're going to cook. I only cook ground beef to done, to at least 170 degrees. And some of you may dispute that. You may like your ground meat raw, but just telling you, it's one thing to have a steak that's medium, but ground beef, they say, needs to be really cooked, and so that's what we're doing. Going to cook it till done. They're coming along quite nicely. Don't take them long. Like I said, I don't eat ground beef any way but done. So you want to check them with a good instant read thermometer. They're at 170, at least 170. As you go around there, some of them are a little higher than that. So you want to make sure, like there's one that's not. I'll put it back on a little bit longer. But the rest of them are at 170, so I'm going to pull them. Let the other one go a little bit longer. I know that's not popular with some people. They want to eat their hamburger rare. But you don't want to eat raw hamburger, and I'll tell you why. Hamburger is ground meat. When you cook a steak, you cook a steak from the outside in. So anything that's on the outside of the meat, any bacteria, has been cooked away. When they make hamburger meat, they take meat and they grind it up. So what was on the outside now goes on the inside. So if there's bacteria on the countertop when they made it, and it doesn't get killed because the heat's not high enough, temperature's not high enough, then you can get foodborne illness. And so I always cook my ground hamburger done. All right, I got our sliders done. I'm going to put them to the side, wrap them in foil, and then I'm going to start working on the shoestring potatoes. Okay, to finish the burgers, I've got these King's Hawaiian buns. We love these. Savory butter rolls. They're not the real sweet ones. We're going to take those and we're going to put slider on each one. The way I like them is the slider with a little bit of barbecue sauce, some of the onion, and a pickle. So that's how we're going to do them. Now I know all of you know what kind of cheese I'm going to put on it. That's right, a Velveeta. You can put American cheese, whatever you want to put on. Got a little bit of bullseye barbecue sauce. I'm going to put just a little bit because it'll get all over. Put just a little bit of that. Some of you may say, why in the world are you fooling around with these little small hamburgers? Why don't you just make a big hamburger and be done with it? Because it's something different. A couple of boar's head pickles. There you have it, everybody. A couple of sliders on King's Hawaiian bread. Now, you make them the way you like them. Maybe something you want to try. You might want to toast the bun ahead of time. You might want to put a different topping on it. Make a small tomato and put on it. But it is something different. And, yeah, those rolls are delicious. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching Cooking with the Kid with the frying of the potatoes in the background. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys and all that you do for the channel. Please continue to support us. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and you might say I can do a better job than that. So maybe you want to try something different. But there you go. We're trying sliders tonight with French fries that are frying in the background. And that'll be a separate video for next time. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Thank you to all of our Patreon and PayPal subscribers. And thank you for simply watching Cooking with the Kid. Please share it out. Let others know about what we're doing over here. Have a great night. God bless you. And until next time, goodbye.